Welcome, Evolution Agents. My name's Reggie Rivas, co-owner, I should say, of Archer Travel. Today with me from Viking, our good friend Mario. Mario, thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate
Looking
it.
forward to it.
This is your first time live.
Yeah, behind with the
With the whole green screen, everything behind us. So, Evo Agents, let's be really nice to Mario. You can beat me up all you want, but let's be nice to Mario. It's the first time he's in the studio. What do you think of our studio so far?
Amazing. It's perfect. No,
I mean, every agency has this, right?
No, not at all. First time I see it in the industry, so great job.
Yeah, so we, as you guys know, Evolution, we're always innovating and creating new ideas, and you heard it right there from Alex that you don't see this in any other travel agency. So thank you again for the kind words. So today it's all about maximizing sales with Viking. So we want to learn more about Viking and how they can maximize our sales. So go ahead and say a little intro about you, who you are.
Yeah. Hi everyone, so my name is Mario Herrera. I am the Director of Business Development at Viking in Southern California, and I get to work with all of you, Evolution Travel Advisors. I've been in the industry for 12 years. It's been fantastic representing different companies, which is great. 3 years here at Viking and just loving it. Just loving how easy it is to sell and cannot wait to share with you all the ideas on how to sell Viking.
That's great. And let's get some slides going here. Look at that. Just zooms right in. Next slide, because we just introduced Mario. Perfect. Thank you very much. What are the best educational resources available for travel agents looking to specialize selling Viking?
Well, number one, I would start with our Travel Advisor Academy. Okay. It's an award-winning academy training on everything Viking.
Awesome.
Log into the travel agent portal, viking.com/advisor, and that will get you to the advisor travel partner resources. Right at the top, you'll see TA Travel Advisor Academy. Take it. It takes about 3 hours if you do it all together, but 4 different chapters, and it's a fantastic way to do it. And then use me. Please reach out to me after you do the training. Do reach out, and we'll put together a nice business plan for you and what the future lies for Viking business.
So the next question we have for you, can you share some success stories of travel agents who have effectively marketed on social media?
Yes. Amazing. I have 2 stories to share with her. Fantastic. Number one, travel advisor just happened to go to Europe on a trip with her husband.
Awesome.
During the Christmas markets. Love the Christmas markets. She decided to start a Facebook group on Christmas markets just as a topic, just as a theme. Then she got together with her business development person and built a business plan, created all these content on Viking river cruises during Christmas markets. That group grew from 0 the first month. In the first year, she had 400 people on the group.
400?
4 years later, she's got 40,000 people on that group.
Oh my goodness.
She's getting all the leads. You cannot imagine how much business she's getting from it. So, and exposure, right?
Yeah.
And all she's doing is putting content out there about river cruising, Christmas markets, and Viking.
Wow. So social media is very important to use, Evo Agents. So please make sure use your social media. Go ahead. You had another story.
Yeah, I have 2 stories.
2 stories. This is good.
Yeah. So second story, very strategic about this approach, but growing the business, right? So new to the business travel advisor, had clients that booked Viking already, and she knew that those clients had a network of friends that wanted to travel.
Yeah.
Right? So she started building just with a Viking Facebook group. Viking Cruises by, and the name of her agency. And she invited her clients, she invited the friends of her clients, and little by little started growing. She has maybe 500 members now. But we did virtual cruise nights and virtual presentations where I was involved with her. And her business grew from 0 bookings. In 1 year, she hit $2 million in revenue.
Oh,
$2 million in revenue.
Her.
Can you imagine that?
That's awesome.
Level of commission that you get? So those are my 2 success stories with Facebook.
And those are great success stories. So hopefully you guys are taking notes on this. This is awesome. Thank you, Mario, for sharing that. Are there any brand marketing materials or social media templates available for our agents to use?
Yes, absolutely. So we have first the resource with the Travel Advisor Center, the Travel Agent Portal. And number 2, I would highly recommend to use just our already created content It's on our website.
Awesome.
It is also on Viking.tv. We have great destination-focused content.
Okay.
And number 3, follow our social media pages, right? We already, not only Viking, other cruise lines are creating great content to that you can share and repost and just kind of reuse for your clients.
Perfect. So as we go to the next slide, if you're brand new to Evolution, you're wondering what's going on right now, welcome. My name is Reggie Rivas, co-owner of Archer Travel. But here with me is Mario with Viking Cruises, and this is all about Viking Week. So you're going to learn a lot about Viking. There's a lot of marketing, and this is all about how to increase your sales. So I appreciate Mario coming in, and everyone joining us. Thank you for joining us. Engaging your audience, obviously interacting marketing for more bookings. Limit time deals, exclusive offers. Can you talk about any of that?
Yeah, absolutely. So with Viking, we try to make it very consistent. Typically, today, the first of the month, we start a new promotion through the end of the month.
Okay.
So the promotion for April will include a $250 shipboard credit for 2025, 2026, and 2027 sailings.
Okay.
And then there's a second promotion. We'll also have the opportunity for those past Viking guests to have a double past guest discount.
Yeah.
So, and one stateroom can save up to $800.
Wow.
Those two are combined with our $25 deposits. So you can secure a promotion and your cruise with only $50 for your booking. So $50 deposits take care of a great deal.
And as he's saying this is amazing because it's all about creating marketing ideas and content. Another great way to do creative ideas is create engagement posts on social media, like he just said about his deals. But number 3, probably the one that works the most for a lot of our agents, is having cruise night parties. Whether it's a Zoom cruise night party or an in-person cruise night party, I think those are important. And if you can, all you have to do is ask Viking. They'll send you marketing materials. You guys will send marketing materials to these agents, I assume, right?
They even send you the rep.
They'll even send you the rep.
Send you the rep if you want to.
The rep. so there
yes.
you go. So cruise night parties is another big way to do it. Obviously, social media is probably currently the biggest, I assume, because you have a bigger reach there. So just keep engaging using your social media content and promote Viking. Next slide. Excuse me, I just swallowed something there. Boosting visibility on social media. As we're talking about growing your business, give us some insight on what types of client agents should try to reach social media. Give us some types. How can agents make the most of social media content?
I think you have to know your audience, right? So you do have to have a strategy on who you want to reach. From Viking's perspective, I love that we have a pretty clear demographic and clear profile of our guests. They are 55 plus guests that are empty nesters. They are either retired or ready to retire, and they want to travel the world.
Okay.
Right? And we know at Viking that most of them are on Facebook. So that's why I keep,
bring Facebook,
Facebook, because that's the social platform that they tend to use.
Yeah, no, and you're absolutely right.
And with that said, right, we have created the content, but for you, just generate those nice destination experiences. You don't have to talk about offers all the time. Great to have the offers, but you want to talk about, what you see in Vienna. The fact that your floating hotel on the river ship will be, 5-minute walk to the Eiffel Tower. Going to D-Day landing beaches for the history buffs that want that experience. Those are also great content that you can share with your clients, and it will really drive the message of you knowing the destination, you becoming more of a professional to them, and strengthening your brand.
Awesome. Can travel agents use a TA rate to experience your ship and destinations?
Yeah, we have a great TA rate program. So for everyone, we have a very clear program now. We will share the flyer.
Yeah.
It's usually 35% off the cruise fare. It's a great, nice little discount. We do require that you do complete the training. So go onto the travel agent portal.
And it's about a 3-hour training, so it's not like it's going to take you all day. Yeah. You're not like me, well, it'll take you probably 3 days to do. But no, for you, the agent, it'll take you about a 3-hour training, and it's way to go. Keep going. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, that's perfect. That's for clarifying. take the training, and then number two, we do require that you are actively booking, right? So you are either going to have at least one booking in the future or have booked Viking in the last 2 years.
Okay.
That qualifies you to the 35% discount to experience Viking. I do believe it's going to be a great investment from your part into your business to experience and come back with those first-hand stories to your clients.
Absolutely. Right? So we have a question for the travel agents, Mario. So agents, please go in your chat boxes right now and answer this question. Do you post ready-to-made resources on your social media? Give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down in the chats. So as you're going through there, we are very fortunate today. We have Amanda working behind the scenes, plus Alex working behind the scenes. So I have two people here. So I don't know who's going to answer, but Amanda or Alex, are we getting people a thumbs up or thumbs down?
We're getting some in, yeah. We're definitely monitoring the chat here across Facebook and YouTube here. And it's really, I got to say here, chiming in, Viking is really unique what they're doing, offering these ready-to-made social media resources. And a lot of other agencies and companies won't do this, but the fact that they're willing to kind of help you out and move the needle along with promoting the brand is really unique and something that travel agents definitely want to take advantage of.
Awesome. Thank you. Next slide. Look at this. Archer Travel key tips for you. Post supplier content regularly. Use Archer and supplier tools. Share client testimonies and pictures. Promote exclusive deals. And use relevant hashtags such as Viking deal and hashtag cruise. Or hashtag Viking cruise. Or hashtag just Viking. Yeah. Or hashtag, never mind. Anyways, you guys get the point. All right, next slide. All right, selling the experience, not just the product. Crafting the compelling story to sell. Story sell. Compassionate, true story sell. What are the key selling points, Mario, agents should highlight when promoting your brand?
So when you talk about Viking, you definitely want to highlight the entire experience, right? So I'll give you 4 talking points on Viking. Small ships, intimate experiences, adults only. We are 18 and over. Typically, there are 55 plus guests on board, but they love their kids, they love their grandkids. Yeah. It is a different experience traveling with other people's kids, so they love that adult-only experience.
Higher or setter, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Number 3, it is going to be enrichment in the destination. So included enrichment programs, included guided tour in every city.
There you go.
And that brings me to the 4th one, all-inclusive.
Yeah.
They don't have to worry about paying for the extras on board. They're going to be taking advantage of a convenience of shore excursion in every port is included. All the meals are included. Wine, beer, soft drinks with the meals are included.
There you go.
Wi-Fi is included. They really don't have to pay for the extras.
It's kind of nice to have it all taken care of for you, so you don't get the surprises at the end. You've answered 1 and 2 of our slides here, but 3, what is the key tip for setting up your co-branding website?
Yeah, just doing it, to be honest. Just get it done. It's a great resource. I'm glad that you asked that question. I think successful travel advisors are doing this. They are going to our travel agent portal. It takes a minute to set it up. You just create your own co-branded extension of our site. Essentially, we'll give you all the content from the Viking site with your call to action, so your logo, your name, and most importantly, if a client, when you share that link to them, if a client requests a brochure or requests a quote, that lead will come back to you as a nice little form, as an email. Oh, so it's a great way to create leads for you and get that brand recognition next to the Viking brand. Perfect.
There's some key marketing points for travel agents here. Number 1, using storytelling to paint a picture of the client's dream vacation. It is so important that you talk about your experiences traveling, your experiences on Viking. It's important that you guys talk about storytelling. Share destination highlights and unique selling points of that supplier, and then obviously use videos to show glimpses into experience the brand's provided. So please, storytelling is so important. Mario told 2 stories how clients were selling their brand when they first started. It goes from 500, well, it started with like 40 guests to 500 guests to was it 40,000 guests? How many guests was
40,000,
it? 40,000
yeah.
guests. That's a story in itself of how that agent did it. And I guarantee you she used storytelling to get the brand out there.
Yeah, absolutely. And if I can recommend one more
Absolutely,
thing.
absolutely.
So our website, utilize it. We have those stories.
Yeah.
We have the stories about, going into the Sagrada Familia in Barcelona, or going on that experience with the local German family that hosted us in a farmhouse with schnapps and bread. So those stories are out there.
Yeah.
You can just kind of utilize the content that we have on our site.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Next slide, please. We just talked about the key marketing points. Pro tips. People don't buy trips. They buy experiences and memories. So true.
Absolutely.
What are some common mistakes travel agents make when marketing your product online, and how can they avoid them?
I think the most common mistake is that you are trying to compare the Viking brand to other experiences because of your experience with other cruise lines. I think this exactly tells the story. You have to paint the picture on the experience. What I just mentioned, right? Here's what Viking is. It's a floating hotel that takes you to a destination. It's adults only, and they're going to take care of you from the moment you get off that airplane until the moment you come back home. You have options, and then you start telling the stories about what you get to see in the different itineraries.
Love it.
I will focus on what the experience is, not focus on what's included, not included, the different features of the ship. That goes down maybe down to the details when you have a reservation for that client. But you want to paint the picture first of that experience.
Makes sense. Awesome. Next slide, please. Start marketing now. Can you tell us more about cruise night programs?
Yes, I'm very excited passionate about this. This is our number one program that gives our travel partners the best ROI, the best return on the investment. It will get you business. It will generate leads. It will strengthen your brand as a travel agent. So what do we do here at Viking? First, you'll start with reaching out to me, your business development manager, and put a plan together on how you want to market. I would like for you to think about where are those Vikings in your network of friends and contacts or in your community. Perfect example, the first story I shared, Reggie, was wine bar with a wine club.
Oh.
These clients are affluent.
Yeah.
And they were in the local area and they want to probably travel the world. Let's create a partnership with a bar or local small business like you are to generate leads for you and tap into that market, tap into those prospects, right? So reach out to me about brainstorming where you want to take this, who you want to present Viking to, and then we'll put a plan together on, cost of a program like this, me flying out to you to actually do the presentation for you, or doing it virtually. We can do it on Zoom. We can do it on different virtual platforms.
Awesome.
We can certainly do that.
So tomorrow, 1 p.m. Pacific time, you get Mario again. It's all about Viking. You can ask millions of questions. He's here to help you. Can you give us a sneak peek what you're going to talk about tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific time, by the way?
Yes, but the right time. We'll go over a little bit of the product. Again, reinforcing what the brand is. I will cover some insider tips and tricks
there you go.
Policies.
Tips and tricks.
Exactly.
I like it.
Tips and tricks on how to use Viking and our policies to your advantage. And lastly, we'll finish up with more detail on the cruise night program, how to market yourself and where to find those Vikings, and hopefully answer all the questions for everyone.
I love it. I love it. I think we have some questions in the audience, don't we, Alex?
Yes.
Yes, we.
Go ahead.
I'll go ahead, Alex, and then you can do it next time. So the first question we have are, what are the top-selling Viking itineraries this year?
Ooh.
Great question. So this year, with no surprise, the Rhine Getaway is our number one program on rivers.
Okay.
If you ever want to sell your first river cruise, talk about the Rhine Getaway. That's an 8-day program. Number two, Danube as well. So the 1-week Danube cruise. Number three, surprisingly, The Nile River. Egypt is back. Egypt is very popular. So now we're getting a lot of business on that program on the Nile. For the ocean side, British Isles. So Northern Europe and British Isles. And then also, not most popular, but you will definitely get a great value out of a Viking ocean and land package. We're doing China and Japan. So lots of China and Japan coming back slowly as a destination that is popular for our guests. But you'll definitely get a great value with that program.
Perfect. Next question.
Are there any new destinations or ships launching soon?
Yeah, I know that's always, yeah. So let me put this into perspective, right? Currently, today, April 1st, 2025, we have 95 ships, 82 river vessels. What you'll find with Viking is we are seamless and consistent. All the river ships are the same. So this is why you don't hear a big announcement on our big ships or the river ships. We are trying to build floating hotels that are consistent to our brand. So we just launched 2 weeks ago a brand new Viking longship on the Seine River. That's the one going round trip Paris, northern France. And again, we made an announcement, but if you know one Viking river ship, you know them all, right? We like that consistency. It makes our guests feel like home away from home every time they come back onto our ships. For ocean, the Viking Vela came out in November. 998 guests, less than 1,000 guests on board. We like to say that. We're small ship cruising. And we have one more coming out later this year that will be a sister ship to the Vela. But again, with Viking Ocean, you know one Viking vessel, you know them all. We like that consistency. For Expedition, no new ships, but we do have two that are fantastic and only 3 years old, the Viking Octantis and the Viking Polaris. And we'll keep you posted on the more to come.
Yeah.
We'll continue to grow.
Amazing. We got another couple questions here, one of which being, how can I upsell a client from ocean to expedition or from a standard cabin to a suite?
That's a great question. I love whoever's asking this question. You're on the right track. Well, I would always, my approach has always been using and painting the story on the benefits of that higher category or maybe a different destination, right? So if you're moving them from ocean to, or from rivers to expedition, which is a more expensive itinerary, you paint the picture on Antarctica. You talk about the destination, you talk about the features of the ship, the fact that we have a hangar with kayaking, the Zodiacs that we use to do the water landings and be able to step foot onto land and walk around with the penguins. Show them the pictures, right? Everyone melts over a penguin in Antarctica. And then in terms of categories, feature the space, the extra amenities that come with the suites or the higher category staterooms. I can assure you, once they go and try that higher category, they will never come back. So don't start at the bottom, start at the top, and then if that doesn't fit their budget or what their plans are, you can always come back down, right, and move them to a lower category. But start from the top, paint the picture from the top, and I can assure you have a great success with it.
It's great. Awesome. Let's take one more question from the audience. And don't forget, tomorrow, 1 p.m. Pacific time, Mario's back to answer all your questions because the whole day is you and him.
Awesome. We have another question here. Mario, could you please talk about the April special double passed guest discount?
Ooh.
Is this combinable with other specials on select departures, and then the past guests get that additional discount? Mark here wants to get a little bit of clarity on that.
Yeah, so we have a April promotion. Double pass guest discount means instead of $200 per person savings, they get $400 per person savings. It applies to past guests, obviously. Only the guests that have sailed on Viking before. That is the only combination, the only program they can take advantage of, unless you can combine it to a group program or a Archer travel program evolution promotion that we have available. If it's another public offer, it will not be combinable. That will be the richest offer for April.
Well, there you go. Thank you, everyone from Evolution for joining today, but more especially, thank you, Mario, for joining us.
Thanks, Reggie.
This is great to have you. Evolution, you guys are amazing. We appreciate everything you do. We appreciate all your booking, but be safe and be well this week and keep booking travel. Till next week, thank you so much for joining us. And don't forget, Mario tomorrow, 1 p.m. Pacific time. Thank you very much. We love you guys. Bye-bye.